Hello, boys and girls. Sorry about the lighting. I don't have my big light. Guys, this is my preview for the Brighton and Arsenal game. As we know, we're away to Brighton, so great, another away record. That's going to go out the window. In terms of Arsenal at the moment, Arsene Wenger needs to go. If you saw my live preview, my live review of the Man City game, I've said that Wenger needs to go. It's causing a lot of problems at the club. There's a few players at the club now that's got problems with Arsene Wenger. And it's now making things very, very edgy that Arsene Wenger is going to go. The end is near. Let's put it that way. But in this game, for the Brighton game, I'm not confident at all. Not because of... I wouldn't say it's because of it is because of the previous results, but to a certain extent, it's because of the players. They're not performing, they're not fighting, they're not doing F all, basically. They're not doing nothing. It's like they're not even playing for the manager anymore, and this is what really frustrates me the most. Because the only player that seems to me playing and fighting is Jack Wilshere. And it's sad to say, but it seems to me he's the only one. Now, my 1 to 11 for this game is going to be changed, because I think there's a few players in there that need to be taken out completely and put to the bench. So we'll go with what I've chosen, but we'll see with what we've got. But at the moment, in terms of Arsenal at the moment, even the ex-Arsenal chairman, Peter Hill-Wood, has even come out and even said that Arsene Wenger has outstayed his welcome. And he's the guy that wanted Arsene Wenger at the club anyway, when he first came. So, for him to say that, then, well, Wenger must be doing something wrong for him to say that. So, I can't see why the board is not seeing this. Even Stan Kroenke, the owner. What is it that Arsene Wenger holds over Stan Kroenke for Stan not to kick him out? If that was me, I would kick Stan Kroenke. I would kick out Arsene Wenger to last night, if it was me. But hey ho, we're going to get into my 1 to 11 now for this game. In goal is going to be Petr Cech. A simple choice that we've got because Ospina hasn't really done that much to get a position in the Premier League. And to be honest, I think Cech is one of those goalkeepers that needs to retire, because to me he's no longer good enough, and it looks like he ain't doing that great for us anyway. In every penalty that Cech's been in, he hasn't even saved, so that must mean something. So yeah, we're gonna go with Cech in goal. I'm gonna go with a back four. I do want to spice this lineup up a little bit more. To what I would have gone with. Now, recently I've been playing Hector Bellerin in right back. Hector, you're coming off, because at the end of the day, you're there as a right back to put crosses into the box, and you can't even cross a ball. You're playing the ball backwards. So for you to do all crossing, to do warm-up before the match even starts, I think that's all for show. So, to be honest, the way I'm looking at it, Hector, you're going to the bench. So, for me, you ain't playing in it. So in that right back position, I'm going to go with Maitland-Niles. I know it's not his position, but I think he will do a better job than Bellerin in that right back position, because Maitland-Niles has played left back and he hasn't done too bad, even though it's not his main position. But putting him at right back, I think it's a better option than having Bellerin on, to be honest. So I think we'll go with Maitland-Niles in that position. In terms of my two centre backs, is going to be Laurent Koscielny. Laurent Koscielny is a player that needs to back up his ideas and stop moaning and start putting performance on the pitch. As I said, there is players within the team that have got problems. Laurent Koscielny is one of them. Aaron Ramsey is another person. I think Mustafi is another one as well that's got problems. Look, listen. You guys can have your bloody problems, but at least put a fucking performance in on the pitch, because it's getting beyond the joke now. There's fans that are no longer going to the games anymore because of the whole situation. So we are going to go with Lauren Koscielny in that position. Now, playing alongside Lauren Koscielny is going to be Mertesacker, the BFG. Now, we've gave him a year contract. In all the time that he's had this year contract, another year contract, he's been sitting on the bench. Why is Arsene Wenger not bringing him on? He's been sitting on the bench constantly. And then again, he's putting Mustafi on. Mustafi is a player that's been complaining. Mustafi, he winds me up because Mustafi can come out and say, well, we are sorry that we put in a bad performance or whatever with these emojis or whatever they're putting up on Instagram or whatever. Listen, stop the talking. Putting the performances on the pitch. That's what we want. It's getting beyond the joke. So I'm gonna put in Mertesacker in there because Mertesacker, he will stay in his position. He's got experience. He will stay in that position. He won't run out of position. He will stay in that position. So I will go with Mertesacker. Playing at that left back position is going to be C. Kolesnik. I've put him there in recent games, and he hasn't had the best of games. He was in the Bundesliga team of the year, and as soon as he comes into Arsenal, he's like, "What the fuck have I walked into? This is what I had to come to." So really, to be honest, like the players like Kolesnik or like players like Mkhitaryan or Aubameyang, you can't blame them because at the end of the day, they're trying to adapt to the team and to the league. So for me, Kolesnik goes in there. I know he hasn't had many games, but left back, I would go with C. Kolesnik. Now, in the defensive midfield, I've gone with El Neni. Simply because Xhaka needs to come off because he's played poor in recent games. I can't remember the last time Granit Xhaka had a decent game. Answer me this question. When was the last time that Granit Xhaka had one of the best games of his career at Arsenal? Exactly. I don't know. I can't remember the last time he actually had a decent game where he played for his 35 million price tag. But for me, Granit Xhaka is kicked out the squad because I think having El Neni in that defensive midfield is better than having Granit Xhaka for the way he's been playing. So I'll go with El Neni. Playing alongside El Neni, it's going to be Jack Wilshere. I know the reason why he didn't play against Man City is because he had a knock. But hopefully he should be fit enough to be playing for this game. Because Jack Wilshere, for me, is the only player on that pitch that seems to be fighting for the badge. And to be honest, I would rather have him in my team. So let's go with Jack Wilshere. Now I'm going with a 3 in the middle. And the person that's going into the 3 is going to be Aaron Ramsey, the first person that's going into the 3. Aaron Ramsey, for me, as I said, he's another player that's been moaning and that he's got problems. I don't know. We don't know who the main player is that's got the key problems. But we'll go with Aaron Ramsey. As I said, he's one of the problems. So we'll go with Aaron Ramsey. Playing in that number 10 role is going to be Ozil. I'm not going to criticise Ozil because, Ozil, for me, he has had some good games, but he hasn't had many recently. I think it's because of what's going on within the team. But for me, Ozil he's one of our most important players that I want to keep at Arsenal very, very much because he's world class. And to me, Ozil we need to build around him. So, yeah, Ozil is, for me, one of the key players for me that goes into that squad. So, Ozil. And playing alongside Ozil is going to be Mkhitaryan. Now, I know when he first played for Arsenal, he got 3 assists in one game. But since then, he's another one that's walked in and thought, what the hell is going on here? For the amount of problems that is literally been causing us right now. So, yeah, Mkhitaryan will go in that position. Playing up front as a leading striker is going to be Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. For me, Aubameyang is another person that's came in, from Dortmund, and he's probably walked in and gone, what the fuck is this shit that I've walked into? Because at the end of the day, I can see if I'm not putting the blame on Aubameyang or anyone like that, because Aubameyang, you're now seeing why he's now getting the service. He's now not getting the service at all. He's getting treated exactly the same way as to what Lacazette did. There is no service going to him. So this is where now I think if Lacazette and Aubameyang had the right service, they'd be scoring goals. I know he missed a penalty in Man City, but it was a decent penalty. I'm not saying it wasn't. It was a decent penalty, but it's a shame that he missed. But yeah, we'll go with Emerick Aubameyang. So guys, there is my 1 to 11. There has been my preview. I don't know what to say about this pretty much, guys, apart from I ain't got no confidence in going into this game at all. Our away record is absolutely terrible. And it's an absolute shambolic. The whole situation with Arsene Wenger as well is really, really pushing the fans over the edge now. Because, you know, no one is going to the games anymore. I don't know. I'm hearing that a lot of fans are not going to the games anymore because of it. Even when we was at 3-0 at half time, fans were going home, and this is what we've got to put up with. This is not Arsenal FC. This is Arsenal FC. Will I still be supporting Arsenal when Arsene Wenger fucks off? Yeah, of course I will. I want Arsene Wenger gone. I want us to start challenging for the title again. That's what I want. I don't want to see us failing every time. But the Europa League is Arsene Wenger's redemption trophy. That's what it is. In getting back into the Champions League. So, I don't know what to say anymore, guys. Arsenal, it's over to you now. But every time we say it, you know, you do let us down. But as I say, guys, I ain't confident about this game at all. Because of our away record and because of certain players. So, yeah. So, until next time, guys. If you haven't already, please make sure you do. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And make sure you leave your comments below. Let me know if you agree with this 1 to 11 or not. Until next time, guys. I do apologise about the lighting. But until next time, guys, I'm out of here.